So, anyway, let's go check this, make sure that my stream has come up, otherwise my intro will be cut off. Okay, yay! It is up. Okay, let's go here, make live chat. Great. Okay, why is the mouse being a punk? There we go. Oops. Yo, what's up guys, it's Red Umbra here, and today is more of a relaxing stream, more just to take my mind off things, as well as I don't really feel like doing a hard out action game where I have to move too quickly because it kinda hurts. I got pretty badly sunburnt. Like if you look at... Hey, Colton. Yeah. So, if you look at that, that's my arm. That's the difference in colour. Quite a fair amount of colour difference. Yeah, it's pretty painful, so... Plus yesterday it got reburnt. Before we start, because I just want a relaxing stream, it's not only the it's not just the sunburn. Hang on, I just need to share this. I'm going to share this in our hang on. Okay, so we go here. Make sure my phone's turned down. Live chat. Okay, so share. Direct message. To hope to see you all there, and honestly bro, it's great to have you back in chat because I've missed you. Honestly bro, I've missed you. The thing I'm dealing with is dry skin from the cold. Yeah, for me, the cold, I don't know, I feel more relaxed and energized. But I've never dealt with cold that you guys deal with, so who knows. But next year when we go to Dublin, hopefully, which will be close to winter, when we go there, we will see how I deal with that kind of cold, because it snows over there in winter. Wow. Holy crap. My phone's going crazy on notifications. Like literally, my phone was just going the whole time. Now that's funny. And but yeah, once everyone else comes in, I will tell you guys. I'll tell you guys some bad and good news. What's that? I've missed you too. I look in my notifications, it says started live 1 minute ago, and it says like to stream my notification. Yeah. For a while there, the notifications in YouTube were playing up, even Samara and TG were having problems. But I'm glad it worked out. And I'm glad you could make it, man. Yeah, I know. So, what we are going to do here is... This is more of a relaxing stream, like I said. This is more just to hang out and talk to you guys because I need someone to talk to. Because, yeah, I was terrified for the last few days. Ah, there's new drift events. A glacier park hovercraft race. Let's give it a go. But I will be just cruising around after this. Not so much doing races. I don't even care if I lose this. Oh, I probably am. They are 50, I'm only 38. Ah, there. I like these because they can go on land or water or just anything. It would be so much fun. See, look at that. Just demolished. Getting left behind. Wow. Yeah, let's just circle around a lot. Wow. Oh well, this is still fun and I get to learn the track, which I'm fine with anyway. But I must admit, hovercrafts are definitely one of my favourite racing vehicles in the game now, just because you don't have to worry so much about crashing, and they are kind of like the drift vehicles of the ocean. Wow. I just can't catch. Damn. Yes, yes. No, no. Yay! I actually passed someone. Oh man. But yeah, once others come in, like I've messaged on the moderator chat, I'm hoping that some of the others will come in as well. Because I haven't seen Mark in a long time. Or Kayla, or basically anyone in chat. I've seen a few. Look at that, they just pass me like I'm standing still. Ah, new version of Spider-Man. Oh yeah, I have the latest episodes of Spider-Man too, so that's pretty cool. I don't mind losing this. I knew I had a high chance of not winning anyway. I mean, 50 compared to 38 is quite a bit of difference in power with the smaller ones. If it were cars, I'd say it's not that bad. Oh crap. Oh, I got it. How did I manage that one? Come on, come on. Oh, not dead last. No. Oh no. I'm gonna lose. And there's the finish line. So that's a cool little track. I knew I'd lose, like I said. But that's a cool little track. I'll just go in here and exit it because that's just quicker. Yeah, supposed to start snowing tonight. Yeah, I've been speaking to her. She's had a few like pretty crappy things said to her, so I understand her being a little annoyed at someone. Well, not a little annoyed, more like thinking he's a child. Okay, so we are going to go here, see if they have any new cars, to see if I can find like a nice classic to just cruise around in. Let's see. Man, I am cooking. It is so hot right now. Yeah. Hopefully they will. Okay, so let's see if we can find us a nice oldie right now. I have the fan on, so if you guys can hear that and it's a bit loud, just tell me. Is that a Harley? Yes, it is. I like this. This and this one I have. It's a reasonably old car. 1970. Oh, that's a new one. That's hideous. The old one was better. Already have that. Ooh. A Z28. Camaro RS. Why don't they have the Camaro SS? That's not even old. That's an oldish. I think this is actually the oldest car in the game. Don't know if I want a Charger or a Challenger. Too big. I prefer a reasonable sized old car. When I'm cruising, I don't really want a big one that's heavy on the corners, because the thing is when you cruise, it's more about relaxing and enjoying the drive, not having to fight a car around like a tight corner and having to worry about your tail swinging out too far and things like that. Huh. That's a decent Ford. I quite like that. The Ford GT40. Looking at the years. See, like That one's kind of okay, but it's younger than me. I mean, it's a beautiful car, and that would be an amazing car, but you need the season pass to get it. Let's have a Lamborghini Miura. Possibly. Okay, so far the Miura. That's an ugly Ferrari, I must admit. That is it's just its nose. The nose just doesn't suit the body. Okay, the Lamborghini Miura it is. Let's go here. Wait, do I even have enough money? No, actually no, Miura. Let's go back to these oldies back here. Stuff it. Let's get us a charger. But let's get a white one. There we go. Oh, nice. It's actually quite a nice car in white. Okay. So, first things first, always. So let's just go here. 256. Nice. Damn, it's oh, that's much better. I'm starting to anyway. Man, its braking distance is terrible. But that's because it's a large car. Nice, 27 yards. That's not bad now. Its speed is pretty good too. 624. That jumped down a lot. Okay, don't have an exhaust. Thought I would. Okay. 24 actually isn't that bad. 24 yards. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we need to find a nice countryside area to drive in. I mean, I could drive up the coast. Let's go. Hey, what's that? Ooh, let's go check out the old gold mine. Yeah. Okay. I'm really hoping that they will make it. What a douche. I'm just here to relax. I don't care about speeding up. You can speed off all you like. I'm just relaxing. But yeah, so how has your guys' day been? Mine's like, oh, actually, how's your weekend been? Oops, didn't stop at the stop sign. Pretty much our weekend was a public holiday, Auckland anniversary. Speed off all you like, dudes. I actually don't care. But yeah. So how has your weekend been? As you can see from earlier on, I got sunburnt going to the beach and lakes. It's so funny how people think they are so cool by just speeding over by you and zooming around and things like that. But what they don't realize is that I have cars that are quicker than any of theirs. Like, let's see. Roster wise. I mean, I should at least have a car that's as quick. Yeah. There's only one person in this whole thing that I have a car that's just as quick. The rest I'm quicker than. Hey Curtis. How are you? Okay, let's at least pick up the pace. But yeah, well, it doesn't seem like anyone is showing up from our group. So, I'm doing good. Just on top of having a great weekend though, I had a pretty stressful one as well. Just because I was terrified. Yeah, I could do. I'm just gonna stay there. 'Cause these guys are annoying. Let's go into one of my better ones. Muscle car still. But let's jump into a better one. Dark Horse, no. Okay, there we go. Ah, there's a bit back there. Okay, let's come around this one. My father, I was really worried about him because he's getting quite old now. He's turning 67 this year, and oh no, I think he is 67. And at first we thought he had a stroke because his lip was tingling, and half of his face started to droop. And we were really terrified. I was scared that I was possibly going to either lose my dad or he was what in the world? Yeah, he was either going to end up with a worse one, or I don't know what was going to happen. At the same time, we thought it might be something else, and luckily today he went in to the doctors and found out that he has Bell's palsy, which is where there's a nerve in the face, sends mixed signals and ends up, it's basically like it's short-circuited, and so all the wrong messages get sent to all the facial muscles on one side of the face, and it causes them all to relax, and they start to droop because they stop holding things in place. So when we got told that, I was relieved, just because it's nothing too serious. There is medication to fix it. Whereas if it were a stroke, then I was going to probably be a lot more scared, and I probably wouldn't have streamed today, just because if it was a stroke, I might only have a little while left with him, and I haven't even had any children, and I don't really want to have children that are going to miss out on their grandfather, like meeting their grandfather, because I did. I missed out on meeting my dad's dad. He died a day before we went and visited him. And yeah, so I don't really want my kids to have to go through that, because that hurt. Going through my whole life having him message me, sending me like letters and things and saying happy birthday to me always. And then when I wanted to finally meet him, the man who made my father, and he ended up dying, and it hurt, and I don't really want my kids to ever have to go through that, because my father made me the man I am today, and I don't want my kids to not meet him. And so yeah, it's been stressful. What's that? Thanks, guys. My room was recently my mum was recently diagnosed. Oh, epilepsy isn't really that nice at all. I used to have it. And I also had dyslexia. So I definitely know what your mum's going through. I'm sorry to hear that, and I hope she'll be okay. Yeah. I hope she will be okay, man. My great grandma was diagnosed. Yeah. That's not an easy thing either. That was like my nan on my mother's side 10 days after my pop died, oh, my granddad died on my dad's side, my grandmother died of cancer, of lung cancer, which had moved to her spine. Pardon me. All 5 of my great-grandparents aren't doing so well either, but I'm sorry to hear about your father. Thanks. Me too. Yeah, so it's been pretty hard. Don't know who that pig was, but yeah. But yeah, it's not easy to deal with things like that, and like all my great grandparents are gone. They were gone a long time ago. No. Yeah. But yeah, it's just it gets quite difficult to deal with things like that, especially when it's like your own parents. So like you, Colton, with the epilepsy with your mum, and things like that, it's understandable. As well as great-grandparents. I mean, great-grandparents, any family really, it hurts. But the closer they are to you, the worse it is. Like, I mean, Samara was devastated when her grandmother passed away, but I think she would be even more so if her mother did. Just because she is extremely close to her mum. Her mum is like her best friend, or one of her best friends, so that's a hard thing to go through. And for me, my dad is one of my best friends. And so, to have this relief though, I mean, it makes me kind of, I've got a lump in my throat. Like, all I can think about is breaking down. And it's just, it's more like, you know, when you feel relieved and all you want to do is cry? That's pretty much what I am going through at the moment. So I just wanted you guys to be here so I could talk with you. And at least hang out and just take my mind off things, because otherwise or just let out talking and things like that, and it helps. But yeah, I am definitely relieved that he is it's only Bell's palsy, because at least he can medicate it. And they said it can take up to 3 weeks. After 3 weeks it can come right. The only thing is that there is also a chance that it may not. But I am really hoping it does for his sake. Because to live with that will be definitely horrible. Hey Mark. Oh, by the way, Mark, Dinosaur is Colton. Huh? What did Curtis say? My dad. This weekend I had a good weekend, but it was stressful as well. Just because we thought my father had had a stroke. His lips were blue, tingly and everything, and half of his face was drooping. Then today he went to the doctors and found out he has Bell's palsy, which is where the nerve... Oops, I drove past the drive-off. There's a nerve in the face that has basically gone haywire, and it causes all the muscles to droop. And that's what's happened to him. And I was terrified. I'm glad it's not a stroke, because at least Bell's palsy is manageable, whereas a stroke can lead to other strokes, which can lead to fatalities. Which isn't a nice thing. And so I've been pretty on edge lately. Yeah. Huh? What did Curtis say? You never want to... Yeah. At the moment I have enough mods, but don't worry, when chat gets a bit more busy I will be getting a few more, because I want my chat to always be relaxing, so that way it's more along the lines of... Whoops. So that you guys have enough people there so your job's easier. That's all I really want. Oh, nice. Okay. I can't remember how to... Ah, there we go. Okay, so this is the old gold mine. I wanted to check it out. Let's go in here. Okay, so they reckon the old gold mine. Ah, okay. Let's have a look at these buildings. So they reckon this was an old mining facility. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is more, like I said before, more of a relaxing one, just to take my mind off things. That was close. You can hear the torque of this thing too. Like, I mean, that just idling, you can hear it. Just, yeah, you can hear it wants to go. I wonder if there's an entrance. Is there an entrance into the mine? Also, if you guys haven't already, remember to go over and retweet the tweet for a shout out. Huh. Wonder if there's... I wonder where they get their gold from, because I know gold does show up in rivers and things like that a lot. Wow. This is an old abandoned one. But yeah, it's yeah, I needed to talk to people. Just because, I mean, to deal with that, what I spoke about before, it's, yeah. But anyway, how was your guys' weekend? Because our weather has been boiling hot. But how has your guys been? Like, we've been averaging around 28 degrees. Can you drive? Ah, the Brickmobile. Ah, okay, yep. I'll go get the Brickmobile. Okay, so which one? There are two of them. Because we have... where is it? Because I need to take the paint job off one of these. But here's this one, the Bernaletta. And then the original, which is this one. That's good. Oh, and I heard about your internet too. So how's your internet going? So we've checked out the gold mine. Not really that interesting. I thought it would at least have like maybe a caved area where I could go in. Turns out no. Huh, Columbia Basin. Let's go check that out. Because this is, like I said before, this is more about just driving around and talking to you guys more than racing. This is literally the eldest car in the game. I have searched up everything and this is the eldest. I think the only thing that is as old or around the same age is the GB, which is a plane. Oh, listen to that. Also, the interior of this thing is just gorgeous. Oops, wrong side of the road. But this thing, yeah, it's insanely fast. Oh, my parents must be going somewhere. I'm glad honestly I am so happy he's okay. Oh, and also for those of you that don't know, the reason why I switched back to crew over Attack on Titan is because I don't want you guys getting bored. So why not switch to other games? I want to at least keep the occasional bit of variety in it. I am thinking of also possibly doing Red Dead again, of course. Oops, missed the turn off again. Too busy talking. This, kids, is why you don't chat and drive. No. Was it this way? Yes, it was. Okay. Yeah, how much? What? Isn't there a Markmobile? Yes, there is. Yeah, I am going to be doing the Aston Martin with a paint job for Mark. But, oh, you may not have seen the other Mark mobile, which is, where are you? Not my demolition derby. I need it to load up so I can see. Ah, here it is. I have anodized the the paint job so it kind of shimmers. It still keeps its white and decent colors and things like that, but now it shimmers. And like the M, I like the way that it's metallic now, kind of. But yeah. Don't worry, I will be doing a lot of other ones. I still have to finish off Shane's car, Kayla's car, Hugo, Joey. Joey though, I am doing a drift car just because he loves drift. But I mean, who doesn't love a good Formula 1 car? Don't want to scratch up the paint job. On the road this will be bouncy as hell, because its tyres are meant for the racetrack, not the standard road, as well as its suspension. Oh, and also on top of it, I'm used to driving these like this. For some reason it makes it easier for me. That was close. See, at least just cruising around like this, I don't have to move around too much, because honestly, if you end up watching this as a video, at the beginning I showed the bloody tan lines I have. The edge of the tan lines is stinging. And like laying on it, putting anything on, it feels like sandpaper on my skin. Alright, go. But yeah, so this is the Mark Mobile, Mark 1. Yeah, I ain't going to call it the Mach 1 or Mach 1 like speed of sound. It's the Mark 1. Yeah, me too. Yeah, the Mark 1. So, Mark, what do you think of the new anodized look? Yeah, I'll go into photo mode just to raise the sun up to a good spot. What? Just got off work, I don't have any old conversations. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we will change the time to about there. So There we go. I kind of thought that fit with it better and allowed it to stand out a bit more. Plus that shimmer, like it's like you can't see the M much, and then as it shimmers across, you see the M, which was your logo on, like for your phone and things like that, which I thought was really cool. I love that logo of yours. Also, got your Twitter, which is really cool. Yeah, I really love this, and who knows, because you are on Twitch, I'll try and also get your name on Twitch if you want, and I'll put that on the car as well. At least it's kind of advertising you as well. It's because you're a really good designer, man. Like, honestly, your logos and everything there, a lot of them are simple and elegant, and the way that you do them, they're subtle, but they're done well, like extremely well. Okay, so I am still working on my car, of course. Oh, this is the Halloween car for some of you that may not have seen it. It's got the candles and stuff, and on the other side it says Happy Halloween. We have this brick mobile. This was going to be my car. I'm thinking of still making it one of them. I'm thinking of making, actually no, this is the Brickmobile. This one I am going to take off the paint job. This I am still working on. I'm trying to find a bunch of old comic book covers and things so that I can put it all over the car. Here's the TG Elite car. I even done his logo. It's on the roof. Actually, let's go on that so that you guys can see it. For those of you that haven't seen it. I will be showing that a bit more, but I will just show this. Like, see the blue and green, like normally you don't put blue and green together, but here it works because at least it draws your eye from the back to the logo because it stands out. But there's his logo. It took a few pictures to make that. Yeah, so I have that. And it's a Lamborghini Huracan, so on top of that, it's his car. Can you turn that Brickmobile, the Z1 Camaro? Yeah, I've still also got to do Colton Morley, of course. I have to do him a car. I mean, he was my first moderator, and he has been here since 30 subs. So he's been here a long time. Let's go back to the Halloween car, just so I can give you guys a better look at it. I've done quite a few paint jobs. And I done this one matte black because, I mean, Halloween is all about those flat colours with sudden bright, flashy looking bits on it. Glowing. So I've got all that. I am going to change the Halloween part, but I don't know what to yet. or I may leave it like that. Let's see what it looks like in the light. Time of day, not 1 in the morning. Okay. Oops, accidentally took a snapshot. Okay, so there we are. I was going to add something on the back, but I don't know. I may do, but it just depends. Got my guy in there. To tell you the truth, my guy kind of looks like Mark. To me. See? That kind of... He looks similar. Not quite the same, like there are quite a bit of... there are a few differences. There are actually quite a few differences, but for not being able to change his face around and things like that, I reckon he looks similar to Mark. Yeah, yeah, you at least have some color. Shane's one I am still working on. She loves the Impala because of what do you call it? Supernatural. She loves Supernatural. And at the moment it just says Kiwi Girl. I am going to add to that and make it look like a kiwi fruit a bit more. But I was going to add in like ferns and mouldy patterns and then the rest just leave plain, but I was thinking of making it just the back. Kind of like bricks, but except for instead of bricks, plants and mouldy patterns. So yeah. But my car at the moment that I am working on, it's reasonably hard. I am thinking of maybe adding in some different colors and fading it. But where is it? I think I went way past it. Yes, I did. Of course I have to have this car. I get the quickest car. If you guys want the quickest car, get Crew 2. But yeah, this is my one so far. The black and red. And I am working on making my logo. But I mean, listen to this thing. That's just... oh. It sounds gorgeous. And it slows down so quick. I know, right? Oh yeah. I've seen a McLaren P1 in real life and this game does not do them justice. I mean, this game, you look at the P1 and you think, yeah, it's a beautiful car. Gorgeous looking car, I mean, look at that. That is gorgeous. But then you go and see it in real life and if you love cars, you kind of melt. You're just like, oh my god, and you just get like a shiver straight up your body, especially when you hear it do this. As it's speeding past. And like, even the sound doesn't do it justice. Like, I have heard one just rip past us. And it just, oh, like you listen to that thing zooming past you, and oh, it's just amazing. I have also heard a few other ones like Lamborghini Murcielago. I love the sound of that. Just that high pitch sound that lets off. That must have been pretty amazing driving that. And then this, I've seen this car in real life too. And this, I mean, this is every car owner's dream. Plus, it is one of the only three-seater hypercar. Oh, I think it's the only three-seater hypercar in the world. I think it's one of the only three-seater cars in the world. So it's like actual car, not ute or SUV or anything like that. I'm meaning just a car. This is one of the only. It has in the front seat, you're smack bang in the middle, so that way you've got complete control over the entire car and pivoting it and everything like that. So it's perfect. And then just behind you on each side are two more seats. And then in between them and behind you is a motor. But they have like a bunch of soundproof stuff so that it's not terribly loud. See, I'll show you guys. Smack bang in the middle. See? It is smack bang in the middle. And then just behind us, because for some reason it just looks straight out there. But oh, I didn't realize it had two rear visions. But yeah, just behind us. Now, let's try this with this. Yeah, yeah. He does. So, see, just over here, one seat. And over here, another seat. See? Got the two seats. Oh my god, my guy's just like, really? He looks like he's just like, really? I'm too tired to drive. How could you be too tired to drive this? Like, seriously. This is just stunning. He does, eh? Yeah, he's just like, I feel drained, man. I don't really feel like driving. Let's go also over to, I've been working on paint jobs, but this, I love this. Look at this thing. I added on the roll at the back. I've added on the side bits, the little like they're kind of like saddlebags, but they are actually built into the frame. They're metal, so they're metal versions of saddlebags on each side. You can actually open them up and put things inside, because my my uncle actually had those on his. But I mean, it's an Indian, and on top of it, my love, I guess, for the Indian bike is the fact that a guy from South Island, from the South Island of New Zealand. Whoa, that was close. Oh, look at this view. If you guys get any great screenshots, please send them through to me. But yeah, he had an old Indian and he restored it. Then on top of it, he started tuning it, and he still holds a record for land speed record. I can't remember what it's for, but yeah, he was riding the world's fastest Indian. No other Indian bike has ever, well, most bikes haven't gone as quick as he went, but he built it from scratch. He done all the welding, everything on his own. He didn't buy parts and restore it that way. He literally handmade everything, remade it all himself. He was an amazing mechanic, and there's no way we are ever going to, that there's ever going to be another person that's going to beat it in a long time. I mean, it's been a lot of years already and no one's even come close to beating it. God, hear that screech. But yeah, honestly guys, if you guys get some screenshots, that would be amazing. Because I mean, look at this. Look at this view. How could you not love that view? I mean, we get plenty of views like that here, but when you're stuck at home and there's a game like this and you want to see some epic views, yeah, I'd say Crew 2 has some stunning views. If you love Egypt, I'd say Assassin's Creed, that's stunning. What else is a stunning game for graphics and loving nature and things like that? Ark has some pretty good views. Actually, let's park up here. I know I'm parked on the wrong side, but I mean, once I played GTA 5 and I was like going at the speed of light, then I just blew up on the highway. Yeah, Far Cry is another good one. Far Cry Primal as well. Red Dead Redemption has stunning views, but I mean, look at this. Look at that view. What is it? Hide. There we go. Oh, actually, let's go here. So I can go off. Look at that. I mean, look at that view. That is a stunning view. I just took a snapshot. Actually, let's get a thumbnail here. So if we put that there, and to get a thumbnail, click here. Yeah, let's put Crew 2 there. Don't want to ruin it with a border, so let's go there and yeah. There we go. I like that. I mean, that is just, oh. Huh? You won't be getting dinner tonight. Oh, what? Why? That's confusing. Oop. I wasn't Concentrating. Come on, Sam. Whoa! Don't know what the hell is happening to me at the moment, but yeah. Let's just... That was weird. This game... Oh, this bike is a lot more touchy than it normally is. Damn, I didn't even realize. 150 miles an hour. It's pretty quick. Oops. I hate those types of corners, eh? Where it's like shallow, 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 and then right at the end suddenly tight. Sometimes you're not really ready for them, especially if you don't know the road. So I'm going to take it easy. But also, what I wanted to ask you guys, I forgot to ask toward the beginning of this stream, is how would you guys feel if I also done a second stream at like 8 o'clock my time, which is 7.5 hours from now? Like, how would you guys feel about me doing those late night streams? It'll be late for me. Oops. Don't look away, Sam. Oh, also, I got this for Shane for Christmas. It's meant to be a pearl. And it, yeah, as you can see, it changes colors. At night, it is so bright. Like, honestly, it lights up. So great. But, like, in there, see? I got that for her for Christmas. Yeah, Shane's amazing. Honestly, she is one of the most amazing people I have ever met. Just because, even though she has been through some horrid things, she is still an extremely happy person. But also, for those of you that have given questions and things like that for our Q&A, me and Shane will definitely be recording it tonight and posting it, or we may do it live. So if you guys if any of you haven't given any questions and you want to give some questions, come into the stream, which will be in... What's the time now? It'll be in 4 hours. If no one can make it, we will just stream it. Oh, thanks, bro. Also, I need to hurry up and shave off my beard, because with this heat, it is, it's hot. Also, one thing I wanted to ask you guys that you may, like, I don't know if you did or if I can remember if you told me. Did you guys have a New Year's resolution? And have you kept it up? Because I know my New Year's resolution was cutting back the sugar in my diet and eventually cutting out sucrose completely, just have fructose. For those of you that don't know what sucrose and fructose are, sucrose is like a half and half of glucose and fructose, or it might be 70% fructose and 30% glucose, and they do that to make the white sugar that you normally get, whereas fructose is only from fruit. It's fruit sugar. So if you guys, yeah, so yeah, anyway, forget about that if you guys, so, oh yeah, well, yeah, if you guys didn't know that, there you go, there's some useless information. But yeah, I've been hoping to cut out sucrose completely. I haven't had any sucrose sugar for, it'd be going on 2 weeks now. I cut it back quite a lot, and then suddenly, yeah, nothing. Like, even my fizzy drinks and things that I'll occasionally have, it's Sprite Zero, so it's got no sugar in it anyway. It's literally got 0 grams of sugar. Oh, never mind, my stepdad... I get food, yay, yay! Ah, I have no New Year's resolution though, other than continuing what I've done late last year. It is Sam getting married. Is he getting married? What? Oh, never mind my... Yeah, what? Yeah, deep fry a cow. Ooh, deep fried beef. Don't know how I'd feel about that. How I like doing beef is if you coat it in like a tiny bit of cumin and other little herbs and spices and things like that, and then you just give it a quick grill on the outside so that the outside turns like a reddy golden brown, and then basically turn down the heat, let it rest on the heat just for a little while longer, and then when you take it off the out of the frying pan, you let it sit for a wee while, and the heat continues to cook the middle, and you just end up with like this nice pink middle. Yeah, sure, it has still a tiny bit of blood, but it's it's so good. Like, I normally do cumin, salt, black pepper, like normally black peppercorns, or cracked black pepper. Huh, these are the Rockies. Yeah, and then I normally, like, along with the cumin, I might add in a tiny bit of Cajun seasoning, and oh yeah, nice hint of spice, just a tiny bit. You don't want too much, because otherwise it overpowers the beef. But yeah, you get that nice strong, ooh, almost done a TG. Luckily in this game I can't kill them, unlike GTA or Red Dead, where I shoot them to get me some meat. But yeah, so what would you guys rate this bike's look out of 10 for, like, just a cruising bike? I wanted earthy colours, so I've got the green. I also, so that you guys know, I done the darkest green I could find, or the second darkest green, and then I put just a straight square over all of them, black square, and just made it transparent until I got the shade of green that I wanted. So what would you guys rate this as a cruising bike? Oh, thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm making myself hungry. Um, Start talking about food. Oh man. Oh, and this. I mean, who doesn't love a good Cadillac? That's a pretty old car. Oh, some of you may not have seen it. So let's go to it. Here goes the GB. Let's try and land it, eh? There we go. Oh, look at that landing. Landed it. So it's R2-D2. I had done this paint job myself, and then I thought, nah, why not give the guy who actually done the one that I had a look at, and I wanted to see if I could do it. I looked at his one and I thought, oh yeah, I can do that. So I tried it, made it. Once I made it, deleted the paint job, and then I was like, I'm just going to download his, because his one, why make a copy of his one when his one's already perfect? I mean, that is a cool paint job. And it suits the GB perfectly. I mean, you can't tell me that doesn't look like R2-D2. He was in a fighter, an X-fighter, and yes, he's not a plane, but I mean, that's cool. You can't tell me that's not cool. That's R2-D2 as a plane. He's got wings and everything. That is really cool, and it fits. Yeah, R2-D2 is Star Wars. He's from Star Wars. He except for he was a robot that sat in the back of Luke Skywalker's X-fighter, and basically he was the navigation. He's such a cool little robot. Oh, here's the racing model of Brick's car. It doesn't look good. Huh, the white interior is nice though. But look at this, this is hideous. That's the reason why I'm probably going to delete it. Delete the paint job on this one. But I mean, look at how hideous that is. It is just ugly. The only cool thing is the brick logo. See, if I go here, boom. That looks cool, but why do I keep accidentally taking photos? But yeah, it just doesn't. Oh, yes, 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 yes. This is one of Mark's other cars. He loves a race car driver called Senna, and he helped design the old NSX. But because they don't have it in here, I got the new NSX, and it's his helm, his racing helmet, when he was driving the NSX, and so I've put that onto a car. See, like here, those lines don't work, but it's only because it was designed this way. See, now when you look at it directly, it works. It sits right. But yeah, it goes all the way around, and then I've got one of his logos. Boss, men's fashion. I was going to do a bunch of others, but don't think YouTube would love it if I... See, there's a Kura. Would love it if I had... Like, if I was promoting cigarettes. So, yeah, I didn't put it on. But see, from up here, doesn't look right. Down here, does. I'm thinking of changing that to anodized as well, I think. Yeah, the Marlboro. But I mean, listen to this. That sounds grunty for a Honda. That sounds grunty. It's like going to a paddock. But I mean, that is a grunty car. Oh wow. Really, it's cancelled. Snow day, I'm guessing. And then my dad's dream car. That is literally the first ever Stingray. This is the first ever Corvette Stingray. There were no Corvette Stingrays until this one came out. There were Corvettes, but not Stingrays. Oops, no J-tuning. But I mean, I can understand why my dad loves this car. I mean, it is beautiful. It's a stunning vehicle. And it sounds good. I mean, good old American muscle. You got to love that sound. And I mean, this car used to win races and everything. I mean, it is a definite good car. And their engine hasn't changed much, and over the years, its engine hasn't changed much. But that is, yeah, my dad loves that car. Oh, nice. Honestly, Mark, I think you would love visiting New Zealand, not only because you get to see, well, your brother, you get to see, like, one of your best brothers, you know, the one that done you a paint job, but also, we have a lot of vintage and classic car shows, and they have everything from Buicks all the way to Cadillacs and old Lamborghinis and Porsches and old Mini Coopers and Aston Martins and oh, it's just everything. Chevys, everything, anything you can think of, even rare vehicles. I mean, we've still got old MGs and what else? Old MG. There's a few old MGs. There's a Triumph Spitfire. There are a few what's another one that's a rare car? Yeah, we've just got a few. I can't remember them offhand. So, which one did you want as your Aston Martin? Because I know you wanted an Aston Martin as your car. Did you want this Vanquish as it? Or did you want the... What's that? The V12 Zagato. So do you want the Zagato? or the Vanquish? What one would you like, man? Uh, um, from what I've heard, New Zealand is one of the capitals of the world for vintage and classic cars. We have them everywhere, and the thing is if we see them, we don't throw them away. We normally polish them and look after them and bring them back up to scratch and restore the engines, renew their paint jobs to still keep their old look, but just to help them look young again. And honestly, we just love looking after our old vehicles. Okay, Vanquish. But that's cool. You're selling it, eh? Um, so you want that car. Okay, so this will be...
Word is,
Actually,
there's some
I'm gonna
exciting
see
new
what...
stuff waiting for us back at HQ. We haven't been there in like
Let's
forever.
go
We
back
should check it out.
to base.
I hope my
Um,
stuff's all still there.
let's set as a waypoint. We can drive there. That way we get to enjoy this car. Yeah, it's just, you've got to love the old things. I mean, on top of it, not only are old vehicles beautiful and everything, but that was back when cars were made good. Like, I mean, there are a lot of newer models of some of these old cars that just don't run well. Like, they crap out real easy. Yeah, sure, they have more power and more speed and better handling and things like that, but they also break down a lot easier. I mean, how many of us are going to see a new car that we have now in 60 years time? Who's going to see a Chiron that is still able to run in like 50, 60 years time? Yet we have like cars that are 70 years old here in New Zealand. We have Model A's and Model T Fords, and they still run perfect. Same with the old Austin. There is even the old Austin that looks like the Model T, I think. No, it might be the Model A. Looks like the Model A. And no, it is Model T, sorry. Yeah, it is Model T. But like, we have old Austins and things like that, and they just, oh, like, who would think that they would still run with hardly anything wrong with them? Yet some of these newer ones, 10 years down the track, and they are going to start having problems. Yet these ones are only just barely having problems, and then it's like 70 years later, it's like, oh yeah, let's just fix it up a little. There we go. Got everything back up to standards, and it is drivable on our roads, and they can still reach a nice speed. I mean, yeah, sure, they can't reach 100 kilometers an hour. Some of them. Some of them can only reach like 70 kilometers, which is still fine. But those are more for just cruising around town. And then they normally have like a different car for cruising anywhere else. But there isn't going to be very many of these newer cars that are going to be able to do that. Which is really sad. That people have lost... Whoop, people have lost their passion for building a decent vehicle. All they want is speed and getting them out as quickly as possible because it's all about money. And the thing is, it shouldn't be all about the money. Just like that song says. Yeah, that's how everyone thinks. What was it? Oh no, that's how people don't think, I think it's not about the money. This is one of the lyrics in it. I can't remember the name of the song. But, like... yeah, that's what the old ones cared about, was how beautiful their work looked, how well it ran, reputation, things like that. Whereas these new days, unless you pay an arm and a leg for a vehicle, you're not really getting a car that they were passionate about. All it is, the machine built it. They designed it, but the machine built it. They don't actually care. The materials, everything, are second rate. It's sad. Oh, this sounds quite nice actually. Actually, have I upgraded this car? Yeah. Probably. Let's increase the performance of this beautiful machine. But yeah, I honestly wish they would gain back their passion. Like, I mean, you have got the ultra cars and things like that, and they have amazing passion for what they do. But it's still not quite the same because a machine built it. They designed it and done it all on the computer and made sure everything else was done, and then the machine makes it and then they just buffer it and fix it up and just tweak it a little. Whereas, I mean, you look at the 1960, my favourite car, 250 GT Ferrari, California. And the guy that built those, it was only one guy designing the bodies and building the bodies, and then along with him there were a few mechanics. But he built every single body of each California with his bare hands, and that's the reason why there are no two Californias that look identical. They have their slight differences, and honestly, it's worth it, because if you go and buy a car like that, no one else has that car ever. Even if they have a 250 GT California, it's not going to be the same car, because it will have its own subtle characteristics that no other car of its type will have. Okay, let's see how fast we'll go now. It only barely reached 160 miles just before. Oh yeah, that's much better. 170. Oh, even its brakes are better. That was good. Ooh. Don't over rev it. Imagine if you could over rev the cars in this and actually blow their engine. That would be so sad. Wow, its handling is actually really good. Mark has chosen a gorgeous car. Of course he has, though. I mean, he has good taste. But me and him, we love our classy cars, our classic cars. We also do love our grunty ones as well, but more often than not, on top of that grunt, we need a nice looking car, a classy looking car. Even just a fast looking car is nice. I mean, look at the Mercedes SLKs and SLRs, the McLaren Mercedes, even. Those are gorgeous. And they can move. Oh, yeah, Mark, have you seen the fastest Aston Martin in this game? Huh? What's this? Oh, hi Rico, sorry. Yes, I think it might be the Valkyrie. No, Vulcan. It's called the Vulcan. Here we are. This is an Aston Martin. Whoops. Sorry guys, you'll get a blue screen real quick just because I accidentally pushed the wrong button. Oh no, not a blue screen, just that screen. Sorry guys. That was an accident. Here we go. Do. Take 100 years. So, yeah, I don't really like that spoiler unless you look at it from this end. It's all good. It's a race car. But like, I mean, it would look better without it. But I mean, look at this thing. You wouldn't believe it was an Aston Martin. Like, that is just wow. I mean, I could always make that your car. Chris Harris. Drive there around Abu Dhabi circuit. Nice. Yeah, I find that some cars you don't really want a spoiler just 'cause, well, you know. But I mean, listen to that. And this car is probably one of the only ones in this game that can keep up with the Ferrari FXX, the FXXK I think it's called. But I mean, this thing picks up its speed so easily. But yeah, for those of you that are new in chat, this stream is more just relaxing because it's more just to help me take my mind off things, not so much race. Because race just adds extra stress. Whereas for races add extra stress. Whereas for me, at the moment, I'm more wanting to just relax and cruise around. And at least talk to you guys. At least this way I don't have to worry. See, this is the FXXK. Kind of looks like a shark. But let's go back to Mark's car. There it is. She does. She does. But I think even this one does. But yeah, that Vulcan is stunning, but I did say we were going to enjoy this one, unless of course you guys want the Vulcan back. If you want the Vulcan back, I will get it back. But I mean, yeah, I like games where you can pre-roam like this, because, I mean, you get to look at some stunning views. Ah, there was a turn off there. You get some stunning views. And one thing I was intending to do, I need to record or at least take a few pictures and edit them, which I will be doing. I'm going to post a video this weekend, I think, of it. My idea, and I think it will be pretty cool. It's kind of going to be of two different games. Pretty much this and one other game, which I will not be telling you guys yet until you see the stream. Well, not stream, video. Doing this kind of reminds me of Top Gear. Yeah, let's talk about it. This car has like really nice handling. It hugs the road well. Its brakes are a tiny bit hard to slow down, but I mean that's understandable at its speed that it's going at. But from 100 to 0, it's pretty good. Looks wise, I'd rate it at least a 9.5 out of 10. Personally, I'll probably say 10 for myself, just because I like Aston Martins. But on average, I'd say it would at least be a 9 to a 9.5. Because, I mean, it is a great looking car. Sound wise, well, you can't really not love that sound. If you don't love that sound, then you obviously don't love cars. Because, I mean, there's all different types of sounds that you have. You have the grunty V8s, you have the slightly higher whine of the V12, you have the 4-cylinder which just has a slight, it's kind of like a deep whine, and then you've got the rotaries, which some of the newer day rotaries sound like vacuum cleaners, which is really weird. Ooh, some tight corners coming up. Also on top of it, I mean, driving on such a great road. Ooh. Yeah, that was a bit quick. Come on, Sam. Drive properly. Yeah, and even driving on such a great road, it's just, if you had this car in real life, I'd definitely say you'd be cruising around in it quite a lot. Just because it has plenty of power. It's quick if you want a bit of speed. It can drift. And it's a nice looking car. And I mean, look at that. It's pretty stable. At this kind of speed, normally a car would have spun out by there, by the time they turned like 3 times. All I need now is a Richard Hammond in here to give a bit of comedy. and give me shit. Except for I'd be able to give him crap and call him old. Just like how he does to Jeremy and James. Oh, also Grand Tour is finally back with their new season, which I am so glad they have finally come back. Because honestly, I miss those guys. They are so funny and they literally, to me, have the best job in the world. They get to drive just stunning cars all the time. And on top of all those stunning cars, they just get to have fun and do whatever they want, basically. To a point, of course. But they still get to almost do anything they like. Damn, hear that backfire. That was a loud explosion. Bit of combustion out the old exhaust pipe. Blowing out whatever excess fumes there were. Which actually works out really good, because you'll notice with high octane vehicles, they normally do the backfire and it's to blow out the fumes, because the thing is if those fumes aren't blown out like that, then what ends up happening, like if it couldn't be blown out like that, like pretty much if you have a high octane vehicle they always do that. But if you didn't, it would literally start cooking the engine, as well as you would lose 5 horsepower. And 5 horsepower is quite a lot of power in a car. Like, I mean, 5 horsepower on an uphill would cut out 2 miles of speed. So if you can drive up a steep hill at 100 miles an hour, it's going to cut back to 158. And all it takes is 2 miles, and I mean 158 miles an hour. 2 miles is like almost 5 kilometers an hour. And at 5 kilometers an hour, you can almost pass someone like they're walking and you're jogging. That's the difference. 5 kilometers makes that much difference. On top of it, yeah, cooking the engine, and you'll end up blowing up the engine. Possibly the car would set on fire. And the last thing you need is a car on fire. So they end up putting in a special backfiring system so that it blows out those fumes, otherwise the car's stuck. The car will literally kill itself. Oh, good night, Raisin Games. Hey, sorry man that I didn't get... So that I can say hi. Damn, I'm not looking most of the time, so... Huh. Nice. Yeah, sorry, I don't speak Portuguese myself. So, if you're in chat, if you can speak English, yeah, that'll be nice. At least a little bit. Just because I apologize that I do not understand. That's the only reason why. I have nothing against anyone speaking their own language. It's just I don't understand, and in chat I want people to be able to have a conversation with me, and if you're speaking a different language that I don't know, it does make it hard for me, and then you may get bored, and I don't want you getting bored. Last thing we need is you guys getting bored in chat. Because, I mean, I'm here to entertain. I'm here to help people get a smile on their face. I'm here to help people's day just feel a little bit better. That's my whole goal. I don't really care if I get more subs as such. Like, yeah, sure, I would love more subs, but it's more about just getting to meet new people and being able to keep you guys entertained and happy, not bored and leaving. And so if you're speaking a different language and I don't understand, and then that way I can't end up having a conversation with you, or at least talking to you and saying hey and everything like that, you're going to get bored because it's basically going to be you talking to yourself, which isn't very fun for anyone. It's like me when I have no one in chat. It's hard for me to keep a bit of conversation going, just because I'm basically having to act like you guys are watching right now and I'm talking to you. Because when it becomes a video, at least when you watch the video, it's like I'm talking to you. And that's what yeah, when it's alone, it's pretty boring and hard to do. So that's the reason why if you speak a different language, I don't want you getting bored because I can't reply. Because, like I said, you're basically talking to yourself. Oh, cool. Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Like I said, I have nothing against you speaking a different language, speaking your own language. I just don't want you getting bored. Because, I mean, you don't really want to be speaking to yourself. But it's good that at least Mark can slightly understand you, which I really like. That he can at least understand you. Like, I used to be fluent in quite a few languages. Not so much anymore. I'm out of practice. I used to know Japanese fluently. I used to know Mandarin Chinese. I used to know Cantonese. I used to know Spanish, French. I do to a point still know French. Māori, which is my own language anyway. Yeah. I know a little bit of Finnish, which is Finland's language. Oh, and like I said before, guys, if you guys have any screenshots of these beautiful scenic drives, please send them through to me on Twitter, which is in the description below. If you can do that, honestly, I will definitely retweet them because these are stunning. I actually I like to rewatch some of my streams whenever I do this because it's relaxing just watching a car cruising around in these kinds of areas. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just love vehicles. I love cars a lot. for those of you that don't really know me, I love cars. I never used to. When I was younger, I used to think, yeah, what's the big whoop about cars? Ooh, sorry, Mark. Just banged up your car, sorry. Don't worry, I'll fix it. Oh, never mind, it's a pretty bloody tough car. It's only got a tiny scratch. Don't worry, it will be fixed. Oh, huh, those are actual people, I think? What are those computer? No, those are computer. Oh, that was cool. Yeah. Yeah, isn't typical gamer Portuguese anyway? Isn't he part Portuguese? I'm sure he's Portuguese. Yeah, I'm actually part Irish myself. But yeah, I even like the Phoenician way, the Finnish way of saying hello friend, which is moi kaveri, or moi kaveri. I quite like it. Also, for our daughter, when me and Shane eventually have a child, we were talking about if we had a daughter, she's going to have an Elvish and... Oh! Yeah. I'm not going to drive fast. Maybe a little fast, but not too fast. Ooh. Here's a nice bike. Definitely has a nice bike. Definitely. Oops. Sorry, dude. That dude was quite cool though. He at least beeped, and oh my god, my phone is going nuts. Also, if you guys have any if you guys follow me on Twitter, remember to retweet the tweet for a shout out. Oh, there was a turner. Wow, I left that dude for dead. I don't know what bike he had. Nice bike though. Of course. I mean, I love a good motorcycle just as much as any other person. What in the world was that car doing? That was the computer. Driving through a pole. Man, my phone is going bonkers. By the sounds of it, it sounds like I'm going to have like 100 bloody notifications by the time the stream is done, which I will be ending the stream as soon as I get back and do what I was going to do. You know what? Let's go. Let's get there quick. Because I don't realize the time. And I have a fair bit of cleaning to do because we were out all weekend. I didn't have time to do it on the weekend. Because we were pretty much out all day, every day. And by the time I got home, it's like you don't really feel like doing anything. Especially when you have relaxed for so long. Oh nice, 243. I don't know why people think this game is dumb. I quite like it. I think it's a fun game. Uh, You're gonna go eat a cookie. Playing D2. Wants to see no. Yeah, Mark, you that's awesome that you're helping him out. Okay, yeah, I'll show you a BMW. I can't remember how they say it. It's Bostin Motoren, but I can't remember what the. I think it's Wagen or something like that, which means Bostin motor vehicle or something like that. Or is it? Oh, I can't remember. Actually, no, it's not Bostin. It's. Oh, I can't remember the. Oop. Come on, Sam, don't stall the engine now. I can't remember it, actually. I used to know it so well. Oh, it's the bloody moderator chat going crazy. Ah, sorry, Bavarian Motorworks, that's it. Sorry, I can't remember it. It says Bayerisch Motoren Werk, which is Bavarian Motorworks. That was it. I don't know where I got the other one from. I can't remember where the other one's from, because I have heard one where it says Wyvern in the name of it, and it means something vehicle. I can't remember, I must have got them muddled up, but yeah, so it's Bavarian Motorworks. Oh, look at that. Where am I? Oh, Louisiana. Okay, we are 15 miles out. 14 miles. Okay, let's go over. Don't worry, I will bring in a BMW. Oh, he's very welcome. I will be doing it very soon. Okay. This is going to be a hard landing. No! Oh, no! I knew it was going to be hard. I knew this was going to be a hard landing. You know what? Damn it! Okay, I need to find a better clearing. Maybe there? No! Damn it! Stupid things just pop up. There we go. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. Oh, definitely not an easy place to land. Okay. Let's switch to a BMW. So, yeah. Because I know that Portuguese is similar to Spanish, isn't it? Or is it actually partly Spanish? Is it actually, yeah. I can't remember. Okay. Let's go for the only BMW I have, which I need to change its color. Oh my god. I forgot that this had happened. It's a pearlescent. It's purple and blue. God, that truck actually took out a bloody traffic light. Oh, and BMW is definitely one of my favorite cars as well. When I was younger, when I first started gaining a passion for cars, my favorite car was the BMW Z4, the little convertible. Z3 was nice, but I loved the Z4 just because its back looked better and it was more rounded than square. Because, yeah, sure, I love my squared looking cars, or like them, but I prefer ones with a bit of a rounded look to them. Hence the reason why I like the 250 GT California, the Corvette 1963, the Corvette Stingray, the old Aston Martin DB9, the Uhlenholt, what else? What else is there? There are a few others, but yeah. Out of the old cars, I like ones with a bit of a rounded look. That's the reason why I'm more into those cars than something like a Challenger or Charger. Challengers and Chargers are nice and all, but they are too squared for me. Oh, look at that, just zigzag through traffic. Okay. Wow. Moderator League chat. Because Brick has a specific chat for his moderators. And yeah, it is going nuts at the moment. It is, yeah. Oh, also, wow, Naruto went crazy. He went ham on those questions. Asked for some questions, sent it out to all of you, and then suddenly we go and get like 7 questions from him alone. Oh, nice. We are 9 miles out. Wow. That car just popped up out of nowhere. Okay. wrong side of the road. This is actually a pretty stable car. I mean, I'm driving a little erratic sometimes, so it's still a pretty amazing car. I like the BMW M3 in Most Wanted, Need for Speed Most Wanted. That BMW is amazing. Yeah, sure, it's not the quickest car in it, but it is still pretty damn quick. Huh? What? Sorry. I don't speak. Sam, when you're done, check out Kayla's new... Oh, yes, I will. I think I have to change mine too, because we were all talking about it. Yeah, we were, me and Kayla were talking about having everyone have their opposite name, their opposite gender name. And Kayla was Carl, Ellie was Eli or Elis, or Alice, or no, it is Elis or Eli or something. Mine's Samantha. Brooks was Ithana. Joey's is like Joanna or something like that. But yeah, we were gonna say, oh, because me and Kayla Kayla goes and says, can we all call each other by our opposite names? And I was like, yeah, sure, Carl, of course. And yeah, it was quite funny conversation. That was before you popped in, Mark. Oh, and I was talking about how my cousin, Milton, I call him Millie because of what he used to call me. Like, honestly, I used to hate it when I was little. Now, I just don't care. Like, señorita, the, well, Spanish word for woman. Señorita. Yeah, he called me Samorita. So, that was quite funny. That was his little nickname to me, to be a smartass. And my brother, Cruz, his girl name was Cruella de Vil. My brother Ernst, his was Ernestina. Renata's was Reynold, or Ren. My cousin Milton, his was Millie. My cousin Nathan, his was Natalia, and Natalia's name was Nathan, because they were twins. Who else? Oh, Courtney, my cousin Courtney, hers is Corey. But yeah, it was all just because we were like, yeah, talking about one person who was a bit of a douchebag. Or is a bit of a douchebag, and he gets all grumpy about being called a female name. Of his name, the female version of his name, the female equivalent, and He thinks that he's masculine, yet he can't handle being called a female. If he were truly masculine, he wouldn't care. Because you don't need to doubt your masculinity at all just because someone calls you a girl name or calls you a girl. Who cares? I mean, most of the time it's to get a reaction. If you give them a reaction, they're gonna keep doing it. Yay, we're finally home. Oh, is that how she spells her? Natalia? What should yours be? Okay, yours is Curtis. So, yours could be Courtney. Or... yeah. Yes, talking about Alexa. Okay, so let's come up here. Garage. It's funny that the garage is up a level. Like, shouldn't it be on the first floor? So we have all those. Then we have Mark's beautiful Formula 1 car right here. Have my drifting car. My gorgeous Indian bike. My car. And Brick's car. But we are going to work on the Aston Martin, so I'm going to try this and then I will head over to Twitter to see who retweeted the tweet for a shout out. Customize. So let's go livery, or as Brick says it, livery. I don't know why, but I'm like, when he says it. One thing though that I was surprised at is that he calls, oh my god, what the hell? He calls the console a council, which I didn't expect. I just want to check this out. Let's go back. Is it library? Oh, I think I have to go edit when I do this. Edit, and no, it's not edit. That's right. So this is, where is it? Visual parts? Oh, there we go. So that's what it looks like on this car. It looks all out of whack. Like seriously, that looks out of whack. It looks crazy. But I just wanted to see what it looked like. But don't worry, we will be removing it off this car. Brick calls a console a council. Okay, good night. Good night, Raising Games. Thank you so much for popping in, and I'm glad that Mark could at least help translate for you. So thank you, man. And have a good night. So, first things first. Anyway, Mark, let's go visual and get rid of the carbon fiber hood. Now, visual bumper, side mirrors, skirt. Okay, so what color would you like your car? How do you say that? Oh, good night, bro. So how do you say it? Boa. Witte? How do you say that? How do you pronounce boa? Noite. Portuguese. Okay, boa and noite. Is it boa noite? How to say it properly in Brazilian Portuguese? Try hearing the one. Boa noite. I hope I said that right. Good night. Oh my god. K la 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 rain. Noite. Boa noite. Huh. So which color would you like, Mark, before I go over to Twitter? I mean, there are metallics, chromes, matte, anodized, or iridescent, which was originally called pearlescent. You got to add an E at the end of your NOIT. Or in Maori, to say goodbye, see you again, is ka kite anō, which anō means again, ka kite means goodbye, and it basically means see you again. So if you ever hear ka kite anō, it means see you again. Talking about NASCAR, eh? Wow. Having a hell of a conversation and thing. But yeah, Mark, so what colour would you like? Desculpa. What? So, Mark, dark green. Okay, do you want a standard or a metallic? Because you have Do you want the green like on my bike? Is that what you want? The green on my bike? Or do you want that type of green? Do you want this type of green? Or do you want the one that's on my bike? Okay, so let's go metallic. Here goes a metallic version. You like NASCAR? Yeah, NASCAR is actually a pretty good sport. The screen is perfect. Okay, there we go. So next time I... No!